Let's do problem number 28. It says if a system of inequalities y is greater than or equal to 2x plus 1 and y is greater than or well, just greater than 1/2 x minus 1 is graphed on the plane above, which quadrant contains no solutions of the system? So we're going to approximate this, okay? Maybe I'll change some colors so you can see what I'm doing. So this is easy in the sense that I know what my y-intercept is, right? And so let's just say 1 is here. So remember to graph in the xy plane, you start with the y-intercept. So we'll say 1 is right here, okay? Then I'm going to go up 2 over 1, and I'm basically, this is the graph. It'll kind of look sort of like this, right? And I'll just extend that down this way. It's not perfect, but that's what it would look like. And now for this one, this next one, I'll graph that in red. That, go ahead. No, we're just going to sketch it out because it really just wants to know, is it going to be in this quadrant, this quadrant? In other words, where is it that impossible for these lines to cross? There's lots of ways you could do this. One way is you can algebraically solve and kind of find the solution. But the point is that this is an inequality, so we got to do some shading and stuff. So, well, let me finish, and then if you have questions, maybe that'll help. One thing I should point out, though, that because this is y is greater than this, you have to shade above the line. So it'd be this. Okay? So what are you... I think I know the answer already. I think the answer is going to be maybe the fourth quadrant, but we'll see. Let's see. So now for the next one, we're going to go to -1. All right, we're going to go to -1 for my y-intercept, which would be about right here. And then we go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. So it's going to be not as steep of a line. I'm just imagining how I graph it. Oh, that's the shading. Right? I know it's not. I don't like to shade the whole thing because... So it's going to kind of look like something like this. Now that is greater than as well. So that means I'm going to be shaded up here. So my solution set is anything above this line, and then it's anything above this blue line. So the solution set is really where the two combine, which would be like here. It has to satisfy both. Does that make sense? Now, it has to satisfy both. So what that means is all this region right here is not both. Only the purple is both, right? So only from here on up is both, right? And guess what? It has to be C, right? Because even though one is shaded, in other words, even though this is in quadrant 4, the inequality, the system, they both have to be shaded for it to be considered a solution for both inequalities. And they're not both in that quadrant. Does that make sense? So when they say they have no solutions, it has to be the fourth quadrant. I think I wrote stuff down. I feel like I could have explained that better. So do you guys understand what I'm saying? The solution set is only where the two overlap. And since the blue graph is not in the fourth quadrant, in other words, it's not in the fourth quadrant, so it'll never overlap in the fourth quadrant, then there are no solutions in the fourth quadrant. Maybe that, I hope